What?
The centers of the parasympathetic innervation. The centers of the parasympathetic innervation are subdivided into three parts. Two parts form the cranial centers and are represented by mesencephalic center. Parasympathetic includes accessory nuclei and impar nuclei of the oculomotor nerve, the third pair of the cranial nerves. Second cranial center, bulbar. Bulbar functionally is parasympathetic and includes three nuclei: salvatorius superior nuclei, seventh cranial nerve, facial, salvatorius inferior, glossopharyngeal, ninth cranial nerve, and dorsal nuclei, vagal nerve, 10 cranial nerve. Да. And last region, the sacral. Sacral part is a part of the spinal nerves, spinal centers. Sacral part includes intermedial lateral nuclei, which are located in the lateral horn from two sacral four sacral segments. From 2 to 4. Так, students. Next information. Parasympathetic reflex arch. I remind you. You should remember the sensory part. All reflex arch, somatic, sympathetic, parasympathetic, are same because is represented by sensory neurons. Sensory neurons are the pseudo-unipolar neurons. The bodies of the sensory neurons are located in the ganglion spinalis, spinal ganglion and cranial ganglion of the cranial nerves. And dendrites form the sensory nerves. Axons form the posterior root of the spinal nerve or roots of the cranial nerves. The second neurons, accessory neurons, are located in the intermedial lateral nuclei of the sacral region. Three segments. And fibers, myelin fibers, preganglionar, start from the second neuron and go to the internal organs for innervation. Internal organs, glands, vessels. And closer to the internal organs, you can see the third order of the vegetative nodes, organ ganglions. These ganglions are subdivided into two groups: extra organ and intra-organ. Extra-organ ganglions are located on the wall of the internal organs and at the level of the hilum. For instance, the porta hepatis, the place of location of the extra organ, the hilum of the spleen, renal ganglion, and testicular and ovarian. The lungs, for instance. Intra-organ ganglion is located inside wall, and they are the parts of the intramural nerve plexus. Each organ has got the intramural plexus inside mucus, out under mucous membrane, inside muscular layer, and under serous or adventitia. Submucous nerve plexus, muscular plexus, and serous or adventitia plexus. So, and postganglionar fibers start from the ganglion, from the third neurons, bodies of the third neurons, non-myelin, gray, have got the gray color, and these fibers, students, participate in formation the intramural plexuses, and they are located inside wall. and these fibers supply all internal organs. Так, so the innervation of the another internal organs. Students, first center, mesencephalic center. On the picture you can see the organ of the vision, and organ of the vision contains the smooth muscles, musculus interpupillae and musculus cellaris. Both muscles are smooth, involuntary, and should control by parasympathetic nerve system. Third cranial nerve, oculomotor nerve, at the level of the tegmentum of the midbrain, below superior caulicle, has got two nuclei, accessory and impar, accessory paired, impar unpaired. Both nuclei give preganglionar fibers which form the root of the oculomotor nerve and leave midbrain between peduncle inside fossa interpeduncularis internally, and passes through fissure, superior orbital fissure, and go to the ganglion cellular. Cellular ganglion contains the bodies of the third efferent neurons of the vegetative system. These neurons functionally are parasympathetic, and preganglionar myelin fibers, which form the root of the trunk of the oculomotor nerve, go to the ganglion and switch to the bodies of the third neurons, form the synapses. Axons of the third neurons, which form the ganglion cellaria, form the short ciliar branches, nervi cellaris brevis. Short ciliar branches are the branches of the trigeminal nerve. Trigeminal nerve, the branch of the trigeminal nerve, ophthalmic nerve. Ciliar branches go to the eyeball together with sensory nerves, and go to the ciliar body and iris. Accessory nuclei supply the sphincter pupillae, and paired nuclei controls the each right nuclei control the right sphincter pupillae and left sphincter pupillae. But between nuclei we have connections. But students, if you see on the
Long.
No. If you see more light on the sun, for instance, you pupil is narrow, constriction. If you close one eyeball, they increase, but bigger left. No, this increase, but more smaller than this. This no, because we have the working of the both eyeballs. Impar controls the function of the ciliar muscle. Ciliar muscle, the accommodation muscle for control on the change in the refractivity of the lens. First region, first part, first center. That's all. Mesencephalic. Have a question? If you know the cranial nerves, you know the parasympathetic innervation. For instance, mesencephalic, bulbar. Bulbar center includes three nuclei. First nuclei, salvatorius superius. Salvatorius superius is a part of the facial nerve, the seventh cranial nerve. Is located in the pons, and preganglionar fibers together with facial nerve leave brain stem and go to the facial canal. Inside facial canal, facial nerve gives first branch greater petrosal nerve, or minor. Greater petrosal nerve functionally is the vegetative parasympathetic. Greater petrosal nerve passes through hiatus, through groove, and reaches the lacerum opening, passes through canal, and goes to the pterygopalatine fossa. Inside pterygopalatine fossa, preganglionic fibers reach the ganglion pterygopalatinum. The name of the ganglion pterygopalatinum corresponds to the location in the fossa pterygopalatina. This ganglion contains the bodies of the third neurons, efferent neurons, vegetative neurons, parasympathetic, and switch to their bodies. Axons, together with branches of the trigeminal nerve, go to the another regions and supply the glands. Salivatory gland together with lacrimal gland together with lacrimal nerve. Nasal together with nasal branches of the trigeminal nerve, and palatine together with rami palatinian, the major and minor palatine nerves. So the ganglion pterygopalatinum controls the function of the lacrimal gland, nasal, and oral. If you eat spicy food, spicy food, and missing from
running nose,
and crying, that's spicy, correct? That's spicy. Because students, the same region of innervation, the secretion, innervation of the glands are same. One ganglion, and one nuclei. The second part of the vegetative fibers passes through facial canal, and together with sensory fibers form the second branch of the facial nerve, the mixed branch, the chorda tympani. Chorda tympani passes through same canal and goes to the oral cavity. At the level of the floor of the oral cavity, goes to the ganglion. This ganglion, submandibular ganglion. It contains the bodies of the third neurons, efferent, parasympathetic neurons. Preganglionar fibers, which form the chorda tympani, are myelin and have got the white color. Postganglionar, non-myelin, fibers from the ganglion submandibulare form the branches of the lingual nerve, sublingual nerve, and together with sublingual nerve supply the sublingual and submandibular glands. So, salivatory glands of the nasal cavity and lacrimal gland have got the same nuclei of the innervation. Salivation, runny nose, and crying. If you smell some, maybe ammiac? Just one second. No, for instance, just I translate. Correct pronunciation.
Acid.
इसका गैंग्लियन अलग है ना सलाइवरी ग्लैंड का लेकिन न्यूक्लियाई सेम है
हाँ न्यूक्लियस सैल्यूटोस
इसीलिए
नो का भी तो ऐसे ही है ना
थोड़ा थोड़ा याद आया मुझे तुम्हारा फोटो भेजूंगा मैं
Ammonia. If you smell ammonia, you have the runny nose and cry because and maybe salivation, because the same nuclei of innervation. Okay. If you cry, you have the runny nose and maybe salivation, maybe extra salivation, hypersalivation. Next nuclei, bulbar center, inferior salvatorius nuclei is the nuclei of the glossopharyngeal nerve, ninth cranial nerve. The preganglionic fibers from the salvatorius inferior nuclei passes together with sensory and motor branches, leave the cavity of the skull through jugular opening and form the mixed nerve, tympanic nerve. Tympanic nerve passes through same canal and reaches the tympanic cavity. Sensory part supplies the membrane and tympanic cavity. Vegetative part is called the minor or greater petrosal nerve. Lesser minor. Lesser petrosal nerve passes through special opening, lies in the same groove like groove of the lesser petrosal nerve, and goes to the lacerum opening. Inside lacerum opening we have the ganglia. Otic. Preganglion fibers switch to the bodies of the third neurons in the ganglion oticum. And axons of the third neurons, together with branches of the fifth trigeminal nerve, auriculotemporal nerve, go to the parotid gland and supply parotid gland. That's all. For salivation of the parotid gland. And next, dorsal nuclei, last nuclei of the bulbar center. Dorsal nuclei, the main nuclei of the parasympathetic innervation, because the vagal nerve supplies a lot of internal organs: head, neck, thoracic cavity, and abdominal cavity, except the pelvic region. All. Its main parasympathetic nerve. The dorsal nuclei is located in the medulla oblongata, in the spatial triangle. Axons, together with sensory and motor fibers, leaves medulla oblongata, passes through jugular foramen, and together with sensory and motor branches, parasympathetic preganglionic fibers supply internal organs. Students, the feature, the vegetative ganglion of the vagal nerve are located in the wall, and they don't have the special names. The general names of the ganglion of the vagal nerve are the intramural. And I can't show because it's impossible. This ganglion is the smallest and are located inside wall, and they are the parts of the intramural plexuses. And we can see just preganglionar pathway there, preganglionar, but preganglionar fibers, because the intramural ganglion, intra-organ ganglion, and postganglionar fibers are located in the organs and form the same plexuses. But you don't forget about sympathetic, because these plexuses are mixed and contains sensory, sympathetic, and parasympathetic fibers. Mixed, for innervation. So the first type of the fibers, first group, form the lingual branch or pharyngeal branches. For formation, the pharyngeal plexus and innervation of the pharynx, glands, vessels, laryngeal superior nerve mixed, but parasympathetic part supplied the mucous membrane glands of the larynx. Because the larynx, the muscles of the larynx is the skeletal, voluntary, but parasympathetic can supply just involuntary. And third nerve is called the superior cardiac cervical branches. third group branches. These branches, this sense passes through superior thoracic aperture and form the extra organ and intra organ plexuses of the heart, deep and superficial, together with sympathetic and sensory. You don't forget about students, all plexuses, nerve plexuses of the internal organs are mixed. Sensory, sympathetic and parasympathetic, because one group participates in constriction of the muscles, the second dilatation. One type of the fibers stimulates the secretion, but inhibit of the secretion. Inhibit, да. Next group of the branches, thoracic part. Thoracic part gives the laryngeal recurrent nerve. Laryngeal recurrent nerve gives the inferior cervical cardiac branches for innervation of the heart, formation of the plexus. Tracheal branches, esophageal branches, laryngeal inferior for formation the plexus on the wall of the internal organ. Tracheal branches form the pulmonary plexus. Pulmonary plexus is located along the trachea and bronchial tree and supplies the wall of the bronchial tree, small muscles and glands. And laryngeal inferior together with laryngeal superior form the plexus, laryngeal plexus for innervation of the larynx, parasympathetic, sympathetic and sensory innervation. So inside thoracic cavity, students, good, just 1 second. Oi, sorry, just one. Where is another part? Just так.
हम आपको वीडियो बता दें 25-30% समझ में आ रहा है लेक्चर के 11 इसमें से अच्छे से समझ मैम do you have lecture PDFs presentations
सब भेजा है you have already sent one
mostly starting का पूछ रहा हूँ
यार क्या है यार इतना नहीं पता इसमें क्या चल रहा है
अरे मोस्टली क्या पहले से पूछ रहा हूँ
छोड़ सब भेजा हुआ मैम जी everything
No, parasympathetic part, parasympathetic innervation, and video, my explanation.
smart student
You don't check. Yes.
I am asking